Hello friends, welcome to Big Foodies. Today we are making moong dal or moong lentil buddies or mangodis or dried lentil dumplings. Indian cuisine has a wealth of sun-dried recipes. Moong dal buddies or mangodis are originated in the state of Rajasthan in India. On cold winter days in desert regions like Rajasthan, where fresh veggies were not available, people used these tasty and nutrient-packed mangodis to make many dishes like dals, pulavs, and even sabzis like mangodi ki dal, palak mangodi, papad mangodi ki sabzi, methi mangodi ki kadhi, etc. Mangodis are not only handy but also super tasty. Moong dal is very tasty, nutritious, easy to digest, and protein packed. Plus, these are vegan, gluten free, and vegetarian. Friends, Big Foodies is a place for you to find interesting and delicious recipes which can be cooked with easily available ingredients found in your kitchen. Hence, please take a moment to subscribe to Big Foodies by pressing the subscribe button to get more delicious recipes and never miss a video from Big Foodies. And hit the bell icon to get notifications about new recipes. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. It really motivates me to keep exploring, learning, and improving my recipes. Without further delay, now let's start the delicious recipe of moong dal badi or mangodi. The ingredients required to make this super delicious treat for your family and friends are given on the screen. Hello friends, today we are making moong dal badi. Mangodi is a wonderful variation of moong dal savory and can be had with roti, paratha, rice or any recipe of your choice, and a healthy choice too. Friends, to get simple, easy and authentic recipes, please subscribe to Big Foodies and like and share this video. To make moong dal badi or mangodi, we are taking 4 cups of moong dal without skin. We can also use the moong dal with skin for making mangodi. For making mangodi, we need to wash and soak the moong dal for at least 4 to 6 hours. For washing and soaking, use the room temperature water only. Don't use hot water. Hot water deprives the dal of its nutrients and taste. That is why we should only use cold or room temperature water. If dal is soaked for a very long time, then mangodis do not taste good. So friends, we have soaked the moong dal nicely and after that we have washed it. You should soak the moong dal very well so that when you press the soaked dal with fingernails, it should be soft enough to break. While grinding the moong dal badi, we will add some spices. Here we are adding 2 inch of ginger or adrak which is nicely peeled, some salt. One important thing about the salt is that don't add too much of salt as per the quantity of lentils. Just add the little salt for some flavor only into the buddies. Otherwise, if you do excess salt, the buddies may become hard. Some red chili powder for adding some flavor into the buddies, and lots of hing or asafoetida. Here we are using very strong quality of hing, that is why we have taken this much. If your hing is not very strong, then you may increase the quantity of hing. Hing and ginger are a must in buddies. They add a nice flavor and taste to the buddies. Any curries you make out of mangodi, it tastes super delicious. I would recommend you should not add strong spices like cloves, black pepper, etc. because they overpower the original taste of mangodi. Now we have transferred the soaked moong dal into a grinder. While adding the dal in the grinder, make sure you remove the excess water from the dal. We don't need too much water while grinding. And if the dal is soaked nicely, it already contains a good amount of water. We will be grinding the dal in 2 batches. So we will add half the amount of spices in first batch and remaining half in second batch. Add ginger asafoetida, salt and red chili powder. Now grind it to form a coarsely ground, smooth paste. If while grinding you feel that moong dal is not grinding properly, then add 2 tablespoons of water. Don't add too much, add little bit and check. You can add more water if required. Now you can see that our coarsely ground, smooth paste for making the mangodi is ready. Similarly, we can grind rest of the moong dal or lentil by using the rest of the spices. Now we have ground the moong dal into a coarsely ground smooth paste. You can see this should be the consistency of the paste. It shouldn't be watery, that is why we should take care to not add too much water while grinding it. Now we need to whisk the ground dal for at least 8 to 10 minutes to make it light and fluffier. Whisking is an important step as it gives a unique taste to mangodis and the mangodis don't become hard. Now we have whisked the ground moong dal for 8 to 10 minutes. To test if the moong dal is whisked nicely or not, you can do a test. You can drop a pea-sized portion of the ground dal in a bowl of water. If it floats, that means it has got the required fluffiness, otherwise it will sink into the water. Now our moong dal paste is ready and we can make the buddies or mangodis out of them. To make the moong dal buddy, we are using a steel plate. We can use any steel or metal plate or a plastic sheet. When you are using any metal plate, you may need to lightly grease them with oil. But with plastic sheets, we don't need to grease them with any oil. So we have greased the plate with the oil so that the mangodi don't stick to the plates while it is drying. There are many ways in which we can make the moong dal buddies. By using your fingers or a plastic ziploc bag or a cone made out of plastic, or use a squeeze bottle which is used to make jalebis or storing ketchup. You can follow whichever way suits you. To make small sized mangodis using your hands, take a small portion on your fingers and drop them on the plate using your thumb. Repeat this step and make buddies at equal distance from each other and fill the whole plate. If you want to make this process faster, then use a plastic ziploc bag or a cone or a squeeze bottle. Here I will show you how to use a ziploc bag to make the mangodi quickly. Take a small ziploc bag and fill it with the ground moong dal paste. Leave some space in the ziploc bag. Remove the air and close the ziploc bag nicely. Hold the ziploc bag's top in your hands and cut it open from one of the bottom corners. Just make a small cut at the corner or make the cut as per the size of mangodi you like. Now squeeze the mangodis out of the ziploc bag gently on the plate, one by one at the same distance from each other. Making the mangodis like this makes the job of making the mangodi quite easy, and also mangodis come out in perfect and professional shape and same size can be maintained throughout. You can follow any technique you like to make the mangodis. You can see that how beautifully the mangodis are coming out. Very simple and easy, and you can make it yourself very fast. Don't make very big size mangodis or buddies, otherwise the buddies take time to dry, and also small buddies taste better than the bigger ones. Similarly, we can make the mangodis with the remaining paste. We have made one more plate with the buddies. After we make the mangodi in the plate, we need to dry them in the direct sunlight for at least 2 to 3 days. So we have put all the buddies we have made in the direct sunlight. Remember that sun's heat should be strong enough to dry the mangodis. Don't make them in the rainy season when the sun is not good enough, otherwise they can get rotten and get fungus. Sun drying is very important to preserve them for a long time. After drying, they shouldn't even contain 1% of moisture in them. Nicely scrape the almost dried mangoes from the surface on which they were drying. Turn them upside down and allow them to completely dry. Keep checking them, they will be dry and brittle when completely dried. So after sun drying the mangoes for 2 to 3 days, this is how our mangoes look like. They are dried nicely. If you take care, then we can easily store it for an year. Whenever you use them, don't touch any moist or wet hands on them. Otherwise they can get the bugs and get spoiled. You should store it in an airtight container, Ziploc bag, Ziploc pouch, or you can store them in the refrigerator. If you are storing in the refrigerator, use a Ziploc bag. We can use them in many recipes. I have posted many recipes using Mangori on our channel, and the links to the recipes are given in the description box. So enjoy these yummy and tempting Mangoris in any recipe of your choice with your family and friends. Friends, to get simple, easy and authentic recipes, please hit the subscribe button to subscribe Big Foodies for many more delicious recipes, and hit the bell icon to get notifications about new recipes. And don't forget to like and share this video. Please share your experience with us in the comments, as it really motivates me to keep exploring, learning and improving my recipes. Friends, if you want to watch Big Foodies recipes in Hindi, then please visit and subscribe to Big Foodies Hindi channel for recipes in Hindi language. The link is given here. Thank you so much for watching.